My foot's not in the weight.
Oh, your foot's
Like it's not in the boot.
Oh.
You need a hair? You good?
You pay for what you get, right?
Hey everyone, welcome. My name's Don and this is Adventures This Way. Today I want to talk to you about riding gear. I've been riding ATVs seriously for about the past 5 years. And let me tell you, when I first got into it, I had no idea what I was doing. When I first started, I got stuck, and I got stuck often. And let me tell you, when you do not have the right gear, even just trying to get your machine out of the mud and gook, that's part of a challenge. Just wearing rubber boots and rain pants didn't cut it. So then I upgraded to some generic chest waders, and they did okay. But when things got really muddy, I noticed two things. One, you needed to have a jacket, and two, the boots on those waders, they suck. Super uncomfortable to walk in. They wanted to get stuck and suctioned in the mud.
These boots, first of all, if you wear shorts, they scrub.
They scrub
really bad.
Oh, you're doing it always down. He's down. So
His
I
foot's
would
already out
qualify
of
this
boot.
as pretty thick and there's lots of suction.
Yeah.
So as I quickly learned, I needed to find something better. One of the best places to go and find information is YouTube. One of my favorite YouTubers with ATVs is Cruiser, and he is a brand ambassador for Finntrail. I saw the gear on his channel and I was like, wow man, that's the stuff to try. And I'll never forget the very first time I went out on a big group ride. I didn't have any Finntrail gear then. And it was a summer day, but it poured raining. It poured. Everyone got soaked except for two guys, and they were both wearing full Finntrail sets. And I remember vividly that moment, I have to get this stuff. But guess what? This stuff's not cheap. I've been out on many group rides and I see people talking, you know, when we take breaks, everyone's shooting the breeze, talking about this, talking about their machines. And I often hear people talking about, you know, I wouldn't mind getting some better riding gear, but I just don't want to spend the money on it. But here's the thing, those same people will easily spend $1,000 on a new set of wheels, but do you really need a new set of wheels before you have good gear to keep you protected, comfortable, clean, and dry? It's one of those things that I think people's priorities are way off. Check out the new Finntrail gear. Last time it'll be this clean. I got my first set of Finntrail. Now, I did get a bit of a discount on it, but I bought it with all my own money. Fast forward a year later, I am now a brand ambassador for Finntrail. So now that I've had my Finntrail gear for 2 full seasons now, actually my wife, the Mud Wife, she has a set and she absolutely loves it. If you want to get a first-time impressions, we did a video of her unboxing it, trying it on, taking it out for a ride, and then just hearing her first impressions after riding with it, especially after she had some rides with some mix mash gear. She loves it. She wouldn't ride with anything else. Now that you've been on and off the machine several times, you got a feel for it.
It's like I'm wearing pajamas. I love the boots.
I know, yeah. See? I know, it's very comfortable.
I didn't realize how clunky the other ones were until you put these ones on. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then when you're walking around the water and mucky stuff,
it doesn't even feel like anything.
They're comfortable, eh? Yeah. They're more comfortable when they're kind of wet, actually.
Yeah, it feels really good. So
what I want to do is just give you a quick overview of my long-term use and my overall impressions of the gear and what I like about it. Finntrail makes full wader sets. They also have boot-style waders that are a little bit less costly and still do a pretty good job. Oh yeah, and by the way, they don't just make waders. They have gloves, they've got jackets, they've got jerseys. They've also been expanding their lineup to include winter snowmobiling suits and all other types of outdoor gear. Earlier, I was talking about the cost. And yes, the gear's not cheap, but let me tell you, it is quality. But here's one of the biggest things that's affected us here in Canada. Finntrail now has a Canadian warehouse. Previously, things were shipped either from Estonia, where the company's headquarters in, or they had a warehouse in the US of A. But what happens when you ship stuff across the border, you gotta pay duty and it sucks. But now that they have a Canadian warehouse, you're gonna get shipping in short order, free shipping over a certain amount of money. It's awesome. I'm super stoked about it. So right now, we're approaching Christmas time. Finntrail just had a big Black Friday sale, and guess what? They're gonna be having more promotions coming up right before Christmas, so you better check out their website for that. Okay, so let's get right into the gear in a little more detail. This is my second coat. This is the 2022 editions. They made some changes from the previous models. You've got two pockets up here. The previous pockets, the zippers went a different direction, but what's really nice about these ones here, they got zippers right here. When you're not riding, it's very comfortable to stick your hands in here and just sit there, shoot the breeze, talk, whatever. You got little pockets on the inside, keep things dry. There's tons of pockets, tons of pockets. And the really nice thing too is the collar. The collar is nice and soft. It really is. It doesn't rub on you or anything like that. It's super comfortable. The enclosures are magnetic. They work really, really well. Awesome. It's got a waist belt so you can draw it in for those people if they're a little smaller. If you're a little bigger around the middle, maybe you like to leave it loose like me. Now, when it comes to the coats, they have different models, and different models fit a little bit differently. So these ones have just a basic cuff in here, and it's got a Velcro on it. It's okay. But my other jacket, this one here's the Mud Rider jacket, top of the food chain. It has this neoprene cuff, and it's sewn right in, and this sits nice and tight to your wrist, and nothing gets up under here. Nothing, absolutely nothing. It works great when things are wet and mucky. There's also another model that has a cuff that comes out, and it comes up over top of your thumb, and it keeps it on that way. So when it comes to these stocking foot waders, the best part I like is they fit so well. The way these are designed, there's lots of room in the knees so that when you're walking, they just work. You got your booties here. They're sealed inside, nothing comes up. They're really tough. Like this stuff's really tough and durable. I go walking through the woods, I get sticks and branches. I've never had these been cut, never. But when you're stuck in the mud or something with suction, if you wear the boot style waders, what happens is the boot wants to stay in the mud and your foot wants to come out. With this system, and I've tested it numerous times, this stays on and doesn't want to come off. So you can twist and pull and get yourself out. It really works. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. So when I've been out riding all day and it's the end of the ride, I'm never in a rush to tear my gear off. I never am. Even when it's a hot day, I'm definitely gonna take my coat off, but it's so comfy. You're not in a rush to take it off. First impressions, it's A1, it's A1. But I have to say I'm very comfortable right now. I just got back, loaded up my machine here, and I'm still wearing my pants and my boots and everything. I'm not in a hurry to take it off because I'm comfortable. I'm not hot. I'm not wet. I feel good. So it's pretty darn good first impressions. It's quality stuff. It does what they say it's gonna do. Now, like I've said, you gotta get the right gear to be comfortable and dry and get the most out of your riding experience. And I highly recommend the Finntrail full set. It's a game changer. The biggest thing I love about it is it's so comfortable. It really is. And one of the most telling signs is when I go out riding with people, they see my gear, more and more of them now have a set because the proof is in the pudding. That's all I gotta say. So the next thing you need to do, check out this video right here to see me riding with my Finntrail gear in action. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, solo mio. Ay, 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 ay. What else do we gotta sum up, boys and girls? What do we gotta sum up?